there, this is Carol Marak at carolmarak.com. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Solo and Smart, where you can receive achievable tips when growing older alone. And today's topic, I want to talk a little bit about family caregiving and how that experience really launched my own plan for aging alone. And a caregiver's identity and sometimes a portion of our lives becomes wrapped up with the demands of caregiving. But once the caregiver role ends due to the passing of the care recipient, the person is left without someone to care for, losing a sense of purpose and sometimes feeling useless. And statistics show that 60% of family caregivers are working either full-time or part-time. And in my case, I was working full-time, in addition to taking care of myself and placing which places strain on the ability to focus and perform, my tasks at work. And I'm sure some of you experience that as well. And a recent study in our group, the Elder Orphan Facebook group, revealed that over 48% of the members have been in a caregiving role, which is not surprising to me because most adults do care for their parents. And like I say, they took care of either a parent, a child, spouse, or even a partner. And learning that stat or that data point made me think that caregiving can put us, the caregiver, at risk for aging alone. So caregivers, we really are the first responders and the core members of elder help. And we make up a big part of the health and hospice care team and are definitely the unsung pillar in the United States economy. And we contribute $450 billion of unpaid healthcare efforts and labor per year. And many times what we sacrifice are work productivity, and which puts a strain on us financially, so we carry a financial burden. It really gives us or puts us in a place of physical and emotional burden, often becomes overwhelming, and which can create detrimental effects on our body and mental health. And so it also diminishes our social connections and friends because those begin to dwindle since time and effort are given to a care recipient. Because giving care takes so much time from the caregiver who chooses. And so then that puts us in a position to withdraw from a lot of our, current connections, which can lead to depression, loneliness, and isolations. So the sacrifices made and struggles confronted, most family caregivers don't like to think about the challenge of what comes after the death of the loved one. But those who are currently today in the role of giving care will take, hopefully, you have a great opportunity to take a peek into the future and see exactly what you will likely face in some years down the road. That's the way it was for me. So when the funeral is over and the uncomfortable void emerges, that's the perfect time to ask, what did I learn from the experience? And that's what happened to me, and that's what really prompted my aging alone plan. So this is your opportunity to reflect on the past months and years that have taken you to where you are today. So if you have just given up the role of a caregiver, or maybe has been several years ago, or perhaps you're still in the role, consider journaling or jotting down your lessons learned, because later when you're faced with thinking about the advanced years for yourself. The lessons and hardships you live through today or even a year ago or 2 years ago will be your launching point to a new life. So tips that I want to leave with you today for initiating your own aging strategy is first off, don't force action. Just have a willingness to think about it. Second, start with a wish list. Give yourself permission to feel hope and describe what you prefer to experience as you grow older. Number 3, be grateful for possibilities. Number 4, understand that any change will take effort, time, and consistency. So be patient with yourself. Number 5, admit that this is not a one-time thing. It's the first in a series of actions. So lastly, be open to changes, and again, have patience with yourself. And also, I want to invite you to, I will place a link below. I want to invite you to the Solo Aging Master Group, which launches next week. And this is the place where a group of us will come together and discuss the different strategies when aging alone or solo aging. Well, thank you for joining me today. Circle back in the next few days where I will have more tips for you to prepare or better prepare, or achievable tips when growing older alone. If you like my video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the Solo and Smart YouTube channel. Thanks again.